Welcome, faculty. This is a presentation workshop on an introduction to computers. This presentation was gathered and presented by Kiona Peterson, Brandy Rebekah Reynolds, and Jordyn Sapwell. By the end of the presentation, you will be able to demonstrate knowledge of the main components of a computer system, including the CPU, the operating system, memory, motherboard layout, input-output devices, and peripherals, as well as demonstrate knowledge of various types of storage options in the computing environment, including the hard drive, cloud storage, flash drives, and DVDs. So what are the main components of a computer system? Well, today you will be introduced to the main components of a computer system, and these components work together to complete a computer system. The individual components are the CPU, the operating system, the motherboard layout, input-output devices, and peripherals. So what is a CPU? The central processing unit is the main component of a computer. It's often referred to as the brains of the computer, and it performs calculations, follows instructions, and helps run programs and tasks. What is an operating system or an OS? It's the software that runs on a computer and manages its resources. It acts as a bridge between users and the hardware, allowing them to use applications and perform tasks. The OS handles tasks like the management, memory allocation, and controlling devices to make the computer work smoothly. So what is memory? Memory is where a computer stores and retrieves data and instructions. There are two types of memory, primary and secondary. The more memory a computer has, the quicker it will perform tasks. What is a motherboard layout? Well, the motherboard is a circuit board inside a computer system, and the motherboard contains two chips. These chips are referred to as the North Bridge and the South Bridge. Well, on the North Bridge, it is located on the north end of the motherboard. The chip manages communication between the CPU and parts of the motherboard. The South Bridge is located south in the motherboard, and this chip manages input-output functions. So what are input-output devices or I/O devices? Input-output devices allow users to interact with the computer by sending input from it or receiving output from it. A keyboard, a mouse, a scanner, a microphone, and etc. are all examples of input. You put information in it, it goes into the computer, and then you see it on the monitor as an output, or you see it on the printer. You hear it in the speaker or the headphones and see it on the projector. So what are peripherals? Peripherals are all these devices that connect to a computer that allow additional abilities to occur from the computer. Printers are peripherals because they are devices that sometimes did not come with the computer itself. Keyboards, mouse, monitor, anything besides the CPU. So what are storage options in a computer environment? You have hardware, cloud storage, DVDs, and flash drives. A hard drive is a storage device where data can be maintained even when the device is powered off. The hard drive can store systems, files, programs through a rotating disk. The disk here spins and rotates. Cloud storage is an online drive to store files. The cloud is connected through a secured network on the public internet, which is why the files can be stored in various sizes. Most clouds are accessible through the internet, making it extremely simple to access. A DVD stands for digital video disc. DVDs are able to store through optical data storage, which uses light to store information. DVDs use lasers to read and write data onto the disk surface, allowing for storage and retrieval of information. The storage device is most popular for movies, software, and other types of data. The flash drive is a portable drive for users to store, transfer, and backup files. Flash drives are accessed through the USB port of a computer. To store and retrieve data, it uses an electrically erasable programmable format. Flash drives do not require any source of batteries. Thank you, and I hope you have learned from our presentation. We also have a Quizlet link where you can access games and test your knowledge on this information. Credit slides include GCF Global, Geeks for Geeks, and Encyclopedia Britannica. You can reach each corporation at the website listed below the bullet point. Information presented in this slide was gathered through these websites.